Yo, what's up everybody? It's Jim here, and today I wanted to make a video talking about Diablo 4 Season 2 and how I really like it. So far I've gotten max on Pulverized Druid. I was able to do a tier 100 Nightmare dungeon, that was cool, and I've made a Hoda Barb, and been having a lot of fun with that. But I wanted to make a video talking about how much I've enjoyed this season because everything I see online is just people complaining about how terrible the game is and everything like that. Really all I see is nothing but negativity when it comes to this game, and honestly I'm not really sure why. I think a lot of the hate and everything is like pretty unjustified. Um, the seasonal mechanic here I think is really cool. You go here and it's basically just non-stop action and death and destruction. It's very easy to get the blood that you need to upgrade all your powers. The fact that it's kind of random is a bit annoying to me, but at the same time, it's not the big of a deal. You don't have to upgrade things very many times, and like I said, you get so much blood so fast that it doesn't really matter. Also, a nice touch that they added was when you come over here and you farm, it's basically impossible not to complete these whispers that they have, which lets you, go to the Tree of Whispers and turn those in, and it's really nice. Now the Tree of Whispers, it gives you so much gold, it gives you a lot of experience, it gives you everything you need. So I think that's a nice touch. And all the bosses that they added I think are really fun as well. I've enjoyed trying to kill them. I haven't killed this guy yet. I think that's Duriel. I'm not exactly sure. I think he's the only one I haven't killed yet because I don't have enough, crafting materials or whatever to go kill him. So I guess that's the only gripe I would have is to be able to get to Duriel, for example, you have to kill like the penitent guy, who I don't even remember where he is, but anyway, you have to go kill him first to, so it's like you have to go to Helltide to get a specific thing, to go farm a specific boss, and then when you kill that specific boss, you have to hope that he drops a specific thing so that you can go kill, and it's this guy, so that you can go kill another specific boss, which is over here. So that's the only like real gripe that I have so far. But other than that, I think it's really amazing. Leveling has never been easier. Getting from, going to dopamine tunnels and doing that and leveling is super, super fast. That's right over here. These domain tunnels or dopamine tunnels, everyone calls them, is it's a great dungeon. You complete it. Just go in the little loops. Don't free any of the prisoners or whatever. Kill everything, and then just press T, port out. And then when you get to town, you can press J. That will bring up this reset dungeon button. You reset the dungeon, press tab, walk in the portal. You'll be right back in the beginning again, and all the mobs will spawn. And you can do that over and over again, and level up that way. You can get to like level 40 something in probably in like a couple hours. Like it's really, really fast. Like for example, I, played Pulverized Druid, and I didn't get an aspect, the Shockwave aspect, until I was level 51. So, historically Druid and Barb have been like some of the worst classes for leveling, just because early on the resource management and everything can be really painful. But it was a breeze, honestly. It was really nice. And I even kind of messed up, and I wasn't really utilizing the vampiric powers as much as I should have. These help out a lot, specifically this one, the Hemomancy, where it hits everything, it heals you. It basically kills a lot of the trash mobs for you, and then even if it doesn't kill them, like your Pulverize probably will, or Trample probably will. It does a decent amount of damage early on, so yeah, I think the power systems are really cool. I think a lot of the powers are really cool. The leveling has never been easier. It's never been faster. And then when you get to the seasonal event, I think the seasonal event is really awesome. It's just nothing but an unending bloodbath, especially if you turn everything into the blood harvest. It's just like nonstop action and death and carnage, and you can do all that stuff to level up. And you get rewards here at the little board thing. To be honest, the rewards, like I've not even done, but all the rewards I've ever gotten have been complete trash. I'll be honest. But this node right here is really awesome for fortify and overpowering, everything like that. And then this one right here specifically is really good because it applies that curse and the vulnerable and everything. If you have the other vampiric curse here, where you get that one to curse them, and then when they are cursed, they, you get this vulnerable damage that's multiplicative, so that's really good. But it does kind of suck that you have to get all the way to here in order to get it. So for example, like on my Barb or whatever, I really wanted to get here to try to make my, the build I was going for, and it did take a little bit of time, but I'd completed, everything already in the seasonal blessings here. So you get the 20% bonus to claim, and that definitely helps, as well as the 20% experience, obviously. So yeah, I mean, I feel like Diablo 4 is in such an amazing state, especially compared to where we first started. Leveling has never been easier. Nightmare dungeons have never been better. They give so much experience. They got rid of most of the ones that are super annoying, everything like that. You can level up so fast. Now you have specific spots to get the uniques that you want, and yet people are still complaining. I don't really understand it. People are doing, more damage than they have ever have in some cases. There's so many more builds that are viable. Not all the top viable builds are only like gimmick stuff that rely on bugs or something like that. You can get all the gear that you need. You can level up super fast. There's always something to do. There's a bunch of different builds. Everyone's doing a lot of damage. Yet people are just still complaining about, oh, the game's not hard enough, or oh, there's still nothing to do endgame, or oh, now we're doing too much damage. And it's just really ridiculous to me, because if you remember just a few months ago, people were crying so absolutely hard about the fact that, oh, they nerfed everything and now no one does any damage. And obviously that wasn't true. But now people are complaining that everyone's too powerful. And I don't really understand it. It seems like nobody knows what they want. Do you want more damage or do you want less? Do you want to level up faster or do you want to go slower? Do you want more loot or do you want less loot? Like, I don't know. It just seems really weird and really obnoxious to me, but I've never had more fun during the game. It feels like I said, there's always something for you to do. There's so many enemies to kill, everything like that. The mob density is so good now, even Helltide or just the new seasonal event, everything like that. I really feel like this game has never been better. And for the first time, I actually got to level 100. Season 0, I guess, I had a pulverized druid and I got to level 74. And then after that, I was like, I can't do this anymore. It was too slow. It was too much of a slog. Season 1, my highest level, I had a Hoda Barb. I got to level 80, I think. And then even then, I was like, man, like, this is just too much of a slog. I can't do it. And this time around, I actually got to level 100. And I actually did a tier 100 Nightmare Dungeon. And I've killed all the bosses. And I don't think I can do Uber Lilith or anything like that. I don't think my build is good enough, and even if my build was good enough, I don't actually know if I'm if I'm good enough to be able to do it. But if I'm able to do all these sorts of things and get to more or less all the end game content and be able to do all of it, right, besides Super Lilith, like, I feel like that's a pretty good thing. I'm not exactly a hardcore casual, but I'm definitely not crazy good at the game either. So I'm just really confused why people don't like the season. It seems like no matter what anyone does, no one will ever be satisfied. And that's really weird to me, because I think the game has never been in a better state. It's only continually gotten better. Of course, a lot of the stuff that's happened would have been a lot better to have this way at launch, right? No one's going to sit there and pretend like things haven't been frustrating, but I think it's personally frustrating having all this stuff, knowing how much better the game has been, especially since the beginning, and all anyone can do is cry and complain about it. And specifically, like, you can complain and like bring up issues that are legitimate and that are a problem, but it's like, it's the backwards messaging that I don't get, right? It's the contradiction of there's too much to do, or sorry, there's too much damage and then there's not enough damage. Oh, it's too slow to level up. Oh, maybe it's too fast. Oh, it's too hard to get gear. Oh, you get gear too fast now. Oh, well, I want to be powerful, but I want to feel like I earned it to become powerful. Oh, it doesn't feel like I earned it right now. Oh, it's too easy. Oh, there needs to be more difficulty. I don't know, man. It feels like a never-ending quest just to complain. And, it gets you a lot of upvotes anywhere the more you complain about this game. So anyway, other than that, like I said, I'm having a whole lot of fun. I plan on getting my Barb to level 100. Not sure what class I want to play after that to get to 100, but, the fact that I actually want to do that and get everything to 100, I feel like says a lot. So thanks for watching.